Well, ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern joining us now, and kind of a quiet start for the new week on Wall Street.
Very quiet start, surprisingly quiet, but that's going to change in a real big hurry. And the reason it's going to change, well, it's earnings week. That's not an official term, that's my term, but how about 170 of the 500 stocks that make up the Dow Jones Industrial Average, more than 1/3 of them will report earnings this week. And as you know or should know, stocks respond to earnings. So if earnings are strong, the stocks should respond accordingly. We'll see how that works, but today it was wait for the earnings, and we got some after the close, but let's take a look and see how we did before. The answer is not very much. There you see the Dow down by less than 14 points, 25,044.29, a loss of 0.06% on volume of 882 million shares. The NASDAQ the other way, that's an up arrow, up almost 22 points, not quite 0.3% at 7,841.87. That on volume of 1,994 million shares. And the S&P, well, did all right, up 0.2%, just over 5 points at 2,806.98. And speaking of doing all right, Hasbro did all right today. The stock was up by a whopping 13% after the company said its earnings for the quarter came in well ahead of expectations. That despite the fact that Toys R Us, one of its main distributors, of course declared bankruptcy. Among their well-known games are Monopoly, Candyland, Chutes and Ladders, my personal favorite, Clue, Nerf, Mr. Potato Head, and Scrabble. And indeed, for a stock, any stock, to be up 13% in one day, that's a real strong move.
Yeah, I would have to say Candyland was always one of my
Oh,
favorite
there you
games.
go.
And toys still popular. How about that?
No question about that.
Well, we do also have some late news on Google, Richard.
Late news and great news. They announced their earnings after the market closed, so you won't really see a response until tomorrow. But the earnings were terrific. The stock's going to open way up tomorrow morning.
All right, thank you, Richard.
You're
We'll
welcome.
see you then.